Both my folks died in '80. I was left with $1 million, and so cheap to buy cars for $200 a piece. Um, and I suppose also with the big cars, I was like filling an emotional void, by losing the folks, and the timing was excellent. Santa Barbara still had wrecking yards back then, and hey, just go in with a shoe polish, write Tom on there.
Says, yeah, I like the new caddy, Tom. When are you gonna get one with leather seats?
And I had spending $30,000 a year on storage yards, which that wasn't a lot of fun. A lot of vandalism. I was getting like an ulcer from it, I had to find a place for those cars because I knew it was gonna be the end of me, this like, sure.
This is the future home of the car garden. Yes, sirree, folks.
Well, we're just getting ready for a caravan over the car garden.
Sounds good.
Moving Tom's pride and joy here. Just one of them. I can't count on one hand how many pride and joys he has. We got a brave soul here. He's driving the Matador. Hasn't been driven in 17 years. Put some fuel in it, some water, and good to go.
The way we look at history is so short-sighted. My expertise is in automobiles. I mean, my other museum, there are over, 1,200 of them. It's really a work of art that's just never, it's never going to be done, really. I think it'll be done when it all gets buried.
Shut up.
You ever think about, the number of Conestogas that are in our museums? We have Conestogas, but nobody bothered to save a Dust Bowl jalopy from the Dust Bowl. Oh, well, the Conestogas were legit, and the Dust Bowl jalopies, Mon Pa Joe, that's not. I mean, can we maybe have a perspective of history to maybe think about what we want to preserve, They're just like really cheap cultural artifacts. I bought them, I use future hindsight and think, well, you kind of think like a archaeologist.
I love him. He's a really, really good friend. And he's befriended more people, and more people have heard him and ripped him off, and he just smiles and keeps on doing his thing. He's a great guy.
Keep going.
All right.
I'm gonna keep cranking and go.
Is it not letting out? There you go. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep letting it out.
I'd do anything for him. A la hauling a bunch of his crap up here, all the time.
How many vehicles do you think you were involved in pulling up here?
I don't know, 25 or 30, and that's like a very small amount of the ones that got up here somehow.
I went over the mountain like once or twice a week for almost 10 years in this truck. What's nice is I've never seen this before. I haven't seen this before. And so as it fades out, it's like I discover the history of it. Venus de Milo ain't got no arms and she ain't got a head. You don't see people like trying to put the head back on her or something. You don't need to restore a car. Like, look at that Porsche. Like, look at the colors. That's, that opalescence. Oh, yeah. This belonged to Brandon Lee. He lived in Hollywood, and he said the cops kept pulling him over, and he got pissed and sold it. Sold it to me really cheap to his roommate. I never met him, but this is his car. You know, people tell you wild stories to sell your cars. This one was supposedly owned by Charles Manson. If someone babies a car for its entire life and waxes it and all that, I don't want it. I feel like I'm letting the car down. I like salvaging things. It's more fun. Say if the Parthenon was totally restored, it takes the whole, it's not as romantic. Like, I wonder what it was like. I had a fire that started over here. It wiped out about 100 cars and trucks. Yeah, this is a 28 Rio built by Mae West. It was like a railroad, like a personal railroad coach, you know what I mean? Of all the losses up here from the fire, I think this one was the most painful because it was unique to the world, you know, it was one of a kind. And, 51, I'm just guessing. I don't pay attention to such things. That's not important to me. I mean, it's a visual. I'm kind of retired from buying cars. My main job now is just to create the Lost Highway, you know, to organize things. I mean, what I want to buy now is a really nice four-wheel drive forklift, you know, to make displays. I want to get one of those weed mower things, Dr. DR mowers, so I can create display areas. There we go. Ah.
We have 2 more inches, of course. Did not take that off, huh?
But I think I wanted it parked this way.
I mean, you know, in the Tarzan movies, the Lost Elephant Graveyard, do you know about that? When the elephants are dying, they go into this secret cavern under the waterfall where they can die in peace and with their ivory tusks. And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for, you know, the Lost Elephant Graveyard under the falls. And that's what this place is, because when I had the storage yards downtown, man, the cars would attract all kinds of riffraff. But you know what? Up here, the cars can rest in peace. I've had to focus my attention, you know, on the Magic Museum in Santa Barbara. I can't walk away from that place without a good fight.
A fight is brewing tonight over a Santa Ynez Valley cabin. Is it a piece of history or just a rundown shack? Depends on who you ask.
implementing a court order to remove Merkel
Okay.
from the cabin.
Is he going to be arrested or just?
If he's cooperative, no.
Okay. So you guys feel like you've been patient long enough?
It's almost been a year. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm being I'm forced to evict, and they're not letting me back in my house. And they say they're going to bulldoze it today. I don't get it. Yeah.
What about getting stuff out of there?
They say whatever I'm going to grab, I have to grab it now. But actually, they won't even let me back in the house.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. But I've requested to see the district ranger. This is a new district ranger. It's legitimate history here, you know.
Now we have the court order that says, you know,
She told me that one day.
do it. So that's where we're going with that.
The cat is still on the fucking roof. Oh, it's still on the roof.
What the hell are you doing?
Payday, payday, someday I'm gonna move someday gonna move
There's this old couple, like in the front yard.
There goes the cat. Did you get him? I hope they got. Where was he? He was going right across.
payday, payday, someday gonna move away, someday gonna move.
What year is the Cadillac?
Aren't they?
56? 52 Cadillac?